right now I am going to work on my flashcards. I have been thinking about how I've been doing them so far and then the previous year. I think I might try something a little different this year with the flashcards. 4th grade kanji cards and I think my 3rd grade ones maybe. Last year's kanji cards were like this as well. I would put example words and the kanji would be up at the top, and then I would that would be everything on the card in the previous set. I had 4th grade cards that I did last year. I had just example words like this, and then that's all it would be. Was I'd have sort of the verbs at the top and then just example words and then the translations on the back. But in this 5th grade set, I was going to try adding some example sentences, because a lot of times example sentences will help me memorize the meaning better. So that one's not done yet, but it shows the back. This one is done. So this one is atsu. So you see the example words and then the sentences on the side. However, I have been thinking of doing it different than this. So I'm probably going to rewrite these cards, and I'll probably show you the results tomorrow when I get them done, because I think I'm only going to work on those today. If I have time, I'll work on this kanji. It's the next one. But what I've been noticing, especially with these two books, this one and this Kanji no Hon book, which is really nice. These two books have the example words categorized by meaning instead of just throwing a list of random words. So I've just recently noticed this like a few days ago. I didn't really think too much about it. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I've never noticed that in the other kanji books. Even my even the Kanken book doesn't have it like that. So I've noticed that. So now I'm thinking, well, maybe I should start listing my vocabulary by meaning instead of just random, because that will help me memorize what the word roughly means. I did yesterday. It is it has a few different meanings. So you have, obviously there's a lot of similar meanings, and that's where it gets confusing. Because every time I look up the word, I'm like, that's what the other one said it translated to, so it's just kind of confusing. But you have yuku, iku, and susumu. So all of them kind of mean to advance or to go forward. And then you have the words, I highlighted them in yellow, and then I highlighted the words that have the same meaning. So this one's mukashi and sugisaru. Sugi de shimatta toki, so kind of like past. Something that's already happened, and that's what these yellow ones are. And then tokidoki and tamani, they mean sometimes, or like, what was the other one? Tamani means every so often or something like that. So this kanji right here means the same thing. So after I kind of realized that and highlighted, or starting to highlight these yesterday, I was like, maybe my flashcards should be the same way, because that is so much easier to remember. And so I've only done maybe 6, 7, 14, almost about 13, about 12 pages are done of kanji. So I was thinking of not doing kanji today, or a new kanji, which is sakura, which is pretty easy. Maybe I'll have time tonight, but to only work on the flashcards. And I think that would be a better way to have the information readily available. I think it'd be really good. I don't know if we'll be able to fit everything on there, but see, here's the other one. You can kind of see it, where we have the meaning, and some of them aren't highlighted yet because I'm not sure what category they fall into, so I just left it blank, and I won't use those examples because I don't want to mess anything up and get confused. So that's that one. And one on the back. So as you can see, though, some of these only really have 1 or 2 meanings, so it's really easy. This one only has really 1, so there's only like 1 color highlighted. That way too. Where it'll only be vocabulary, just like previous years, no example sentences, and then I'll use the, I'll do like a category in each card. Somehow, I'm gonna have to write really small probably, where it'll be like 1 meaning here, and then make a list, and then 1 meaning, and then make a list, and then translate it on the back. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I think that would be a lot easier to understand or to memorize. I just finished my flashcards. So I did take all day and part of today to finish them. I will show you what I got. So first off, here are my notes, which you kind of saw yesterday. I think I explained it pretty well yesterday. So here is one of the kanji that I did. It has 3 different meanings. So I have the meanings here highlighted and the example words that I could find that fit those rough meanings also highlighted in the same color. And I have example sentences, and that's how all my pages are going right now. How I am writing them all. So, give me 1 sec. My cat's sleeping in the next room, so I don't have to worry about it. All of my pages, at least the recent ones that I have completed, have pages in between them to keep the lead from rubbing off onto the previous page, because it makes quite a mess. That's why I have a lot of stuff in here. There is my other one. I think you probably could have, I think you saw it fairly well last time. It's another close-up. So this one looks like it only has 3 meanings. Sentences. This one looks like it only has 2. So there's only 2 colors. So that is pretty much how my pages have gone this year for the 5th grade kanji. I have a few that have quite a bit. 1, 2, 3. 3 in this one. They have multiple, and then some only have 1. Can't really find the other ones, so one has multiple. But anyway, that is how I decided to write my flashcards this year. So from here, let me kind of connect the ring. Now the flashcards aren't really in any specific order, and they actually still have the old flashcards in the middle. So like the cover is right here. So the plastic piece, if you can see it right here, protects. I have cat hair. I have the cover, and then I have the cover page, which says 5th grade compound kanji. And actually, that's not gonna fall apart. So this is one of my old cards. I was a little wondering if this would come off. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me actually connect the rings. They're hard to get apart, so I don't usually connect them until I'm completely done. So, let's see. So like I said, that's one of my old cards. And there is the opposite side. Old card. This one was completed. It has the example sentences in it as well. And on the other side, and another card. So upside down. I think they're upside down. I'm showing you upside down. There you go. So that was the only cards that I had actually completed. And I did the back the same as I did the last year cards. I just wrote the pronunciation, highlighted the kanji that I'm learning, which you probably can't even see anymore because the yellows always fade out, and then the rough translation. That's the back. So I just have it as a divider for the moment, and this is a setup of my new flashcards. It works pretty well, but a lot of times I end up running out of room, so I have to write really small, so that's the only downside. Mostly because these cards are very tiny. So this is the first one. So this definition or this meaning, these kanji have the same meaning. They mean this roughly. So to advance or to go forward. And then these kanji here have this meaning in the middle. And then this one kanji has that meaning. And I flip it over and it has multiple colors. So those are the advancement ones. I think the old time, former time ones, and then the sometimes. And then here's the next one. And then I write the kanji up here. This one actually has 2 cards because I ran out of room. It's too much to fit on this one card. So there's that, meaning those kanji, example of this meaning. Same with that, and then the back. So you have to write really tiny. And then this one, which I actually didn't highlight that part. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so anyway, sorry. I wanted to get that highlighted. I couldn't remember if I did that yesterday. So that one has this meaning, and then I have the verbs here at the bottom. And this is the second card, and this is the back of it. And then the next card, next kanji. And then the verb at the very bottom, which is not highlighted. I didn't even write the pronunciation for that one because I couldn't fit it. You'll be able to see in a second. It wouldn't fit on here. Boom. Yeah, that last one wouldn't have fit. Oh, forgot. It's down here. It's the next one. There's the verb at the bottom. With the verbs, I also write if it's a u verb or a do verb, goran or ichiran. And I also write if it is taroshi or jiroshi. So that one's a taroshi, which means that it is a transitive verb. So I write all of those down. It's easier later on when I need to make a sentence. Know if it needs an object or not. Verb at the bottom. This is the one I did today. Okay, so that is the kanji that I currently have completed. Only studying kanji. I do look on the Japanese Pod 101. Right now I kind of just going through the videos and such. I don't know exactly where I'm going to start on grammar. Let me turn that off for a minute so you can hear me. So like I said, stuff everywhere in my room. Currently I'm only working on kanji. I don't know when I'm going to start working on the grammar part. However, I think once I move and get it settled in, I believe I'll be able to kind of start working on and organizing all my grammar again. I have a lot that I could work on, but it's kind of a mess right now. So some of the stuff I can't even find. So I think once I move in and get everything organized, I'll be able to start on the grammar. I will probably set a goal to start in February on grammar. But currently currently working on kanji, and I am trying to do 1 kanji a day. So that is my new flashcards. I think it works a lot better for me to do it this way instead of the other way, which I don't have an example of my old flashcards. I think they're probably in one of my tubs. I have like loose flashcards and stuff laying everywhere, so if you want to see how the flashcards I made last year look for 4th grade, I have a video of it, and how I made them and everything. And then I have a video of previous flashcards as well. So that is pretty much everything that's going on right now, and I will update you guys probably in the new place. I don't think I'll be making a video between here and there because I move in less than a week. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.